was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Dallas Cowboys. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Huntley. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Damiere Byrd, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
What are you doing? You're better than this.
Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. From the gun, Huntley, flush to his right. And that will be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Ross on the return. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Block now to throw. Open man is Ross, complete. Touchdown, Falcons. John Ross, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. That man right there, John Ross, remember, he ran the fastest combine 40 in history, 4.22 seconds, and he showed off that speed right there. Wow.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And the final clocking on the next-gen stats there, how about this? 22.1 miles per hour. Wow. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Right there, 54, right there.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Operating from the gun. Huntley, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the offense will cover this one up, but they'll be pushed back inside their own 10.
We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7-0 on the return. The Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. For the first time with Miles Sanders.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They look to throw. It's Locke. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. Working out of the gun. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And out of bounds right around the 20. His 2nd catch. This one not quite as dynamic as his first. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Shotgun snap to Locke. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee?
That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
On the counter now, it's Sanders. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. That was huge after being behind the chains on first down to make this second very manageable.
Yeah, how much pride do you have in an offense on first down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on second down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep a defense off balance. I like that phrase, staying ahead of the chains, and they're doing exactly that.
And the Falcons are going to have a first and goal as some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line, knocking on the door. They'll try to run with Sanders, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Miles Sanders, his second touchdown on the season, and the Falcons will extend their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This is their third drive right now. Maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. And here's a quick throw to Hamler on the edge. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's third and 10.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
Five men in the secondary now for the Falcons on third down. From the gun, Huntley eluding the pressure right. And a loose football, and the Falcons grab it. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by Atlanta.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Locke. Got a man open, it's Ross. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Score, Falcons 14. Cowboys nothing.
Here's second and a yard. Here's Sanders. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Second and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
first down. Lock. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Will Fuller there to make the grab. And the Falcons push further out in front. Boy, so if you are scoring at home, Charles, and God bless you if you are, but that's now 3 drives and 3 touchdowns.
So in a baseball game, wouldn't that wreak havoc on your scorecard?
Yes.
I mean, with all the action that's happening now, how they got here, whatever cliche you want to bring into it, they're locked into a groove, they're clicking on all cylinders. Bottom line, they're piling up the points.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
No, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. 5 yards remain on second down. Back to throw. Huntley. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
That's out to the left and complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. And he's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now here's Ross. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw it is Locke. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On second down now. It's Sanders, and he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 11 yards there, first down. That time a little misdirection really seemed to fool the defense.
And think of it this way. From the time you're in high school, you're taught to watch film and pick up tendencies. Sometimes they can use those against you, though, when they break their own tendencies and hit you back the opposite direction, huh?
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From midfield, here's Locke. It's caught. Michael Pruitt. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And the Falcons are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. Again, they'll throw with Locke. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
The 3-yard line.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Once again with Sanders. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. John Ross with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
On the return, the Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. On the ground, McCaffrey. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle it. That's what you're looking for.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Check. 59.
Operating from the gun. Huntley escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
This first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. This is fielded at the 27. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Clock now on 1st down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Clock will try again on second down. His throw caught right around the 6. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Throwing now is Locke. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Miles Sanders in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons add on.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. Returning it, John Ross. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this was just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the road
true.
to be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big 3rd quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Sanders, and somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
They'll go again with Sanders.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Yeah, the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. On
down as the punter. Johnston now as he sends this one away.
Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So no gain on the play. They'll decline the penalty to not give them the down back.
And were you thinking to yourself that maybe they would take the yardage there?
Yeah,
because
possibly.
I definitely was. But as you noted, maybe they're just looking at the downs chart and saying, okay, we're comfortable where we are.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. McCaffrey following the penalty. Showed off the power, but not much room to run. Brought down at the 5. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
So gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 6.
Going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
And he's able to get it out of there. Taking on the midfield logo. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Here comes Sanders on the toss right. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He can see the play developing right in front of him. And once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Now a carry for Sanders. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Sanders, the ball.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run in Sanders. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. This will be caught just inside the 10.
And the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Sanders. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Another run with Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Miles Sanders, his third touchdown of the game and fourth on the year. And the Falcons continue to pour it on. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead.
Over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
23-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 5.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Cowboys on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Huntley. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kaiser White. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, guys, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. On 1st down, Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
3-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
A quick throw now complete to Ross. 7 yards there and a 1st down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. They'll run on 1st down. It's Sanders, and he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Another run here with Sanders. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety? coming up and making the big-time play.
On third down, they'll run it with Sanders. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
At that time, the tackle by Malik Hooker.
2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Christian McCaffrey, a guy that can beat you in so many ways. He's a threat to go the distance literally every time he touches the football.
And how about the situation that we're in right now? Because this is the 4th quarter. So you know there's some tired legs out there on defense and probably some tired minds as well trying to chase guys around for 4 quarters. But this is where conditioning, athleticism, that separates the good backs from the great backs. And that was an A-plus effort right there.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time. And he's into the clear. 20, 10, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run. He was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
And this is a play defensively where you're just looking around and saying, what was that? What just happened? You're looking at your teammates. They're looking at you. And let's face it, your defensive coordinator, he's not going to tip his cap to him. That's not how football works. But he probably should have after that run. That was absolutely sensational.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football.
Oftentimes when we talk about piling on in any subject, it's a negative. In this case, for this team, it's a real positive. Just scored. Now they go down, knock the ball free, get it back. They got a chance to really increase their lead and put themselves in the driver's seat.
On the other side, a little insult added to the injury. They're in a bad spot. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Let's get this comeback. You can do better than this. We'll have to go home after this performance.
What is this?
Here we go! Here we go! Check back.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
Here we go. Set. 30 days. Let's go. Go, Mike 51. Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd. I got it.
And on fourth down, they come up and take the knee. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. It's just who they are.
And not a whole lot to speak of there, so bring him down shy of the 20.
Taken down.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now a run with McCaffrey. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory.